everybody. Today's a really exciting day. So we are getting ready to use a bobcat that we rented and move some topsoil and basically scalp and shape the whole garden the way it's going to be. So I wanted to show a quick video of the before we get too far into the process. Colin is already back there right now with the bobcat pushing some of our wood that we've kind of like landscaped. We've pruned trees and done stuff like that. He's back there pushing it back further into the woods in our backyard to make a little bit more space. I'm going to show you the parameters of the garden and basically where everything is, where I'm planning for everything to be, just to kind of give a little idea of what we're about to do. Here we go. So to get started, I went and measured the parameter of the garden and I laid out a line of unbleached flour so we know where to scalp to. Scalping is when we take the bobcat or shovels like we did last year, but this year we're going a lot bigger. So for scalping, we're going to take the bobcat and scrape off the top layer of the soil with the grass and all of the roots, the sod. So we're going to scalp all of the sod off. That way we just have a clean slate of dirt for our garden. So you can see we've got the flower line going all the way to the perimeter. These are the teepees. We're gonna have teepees for all of our pole beans. So we've got our flower line going all the way to here and stretching all the way back to where the garden's gonna go to. So we'll see how it looks once we have everything scalped. This is my helper, Colin. Cam, come get in the video.
Helper?
I like chips.
And this is our daughter,
I like chips.
Cameron, who likes chips.
No
I
pretzels.
can't chew chips. I'm joking.
So we're gonna be working on that for a little bit and I'll show you the next step. Hey, baby. All right. So the whole area where we have this line drawn out is going to be scalping it for us. got lollipops for us to take a lollipop break.
Mom got grape, Dad got melon, and I got sour apple.
Pops.
Can't have you running around out here, dude.
Yeah, we can't be in the way where Dad's going all around.
If I hit you with this thing, you're done, so.
Wow.
You wanna help for a little bit?
And this thing, I'm about to drop. Hey! Oh.
Ready?
So I have just finished digging up a bunch of these concrete blocks from this area next to our back porch, where they used to be, whoever did this, whoever previously lived in this house, didn't do the greatest job leveling them. It just looked pretty bad all around. So I just decided to dig them up to use them as part of the pathways through my garden, just for people who are barefoot and don't want to step on bees, because we get a lot of dandelions and violets and all different types of wildflowers, clover, all that types of stuff. So walking around barefoot in my backyard in the middle of the summer is just waiting to step on a bumblebee or any kind of bee, really. But I thought it would look really nice in my garden. And right now Cam and Colin are back there still working on scalping. Everything's going pretty smoothly today. We're making a lot of good progress. So we have the whole area scalped. Colin has been leveling it. He's just got a little bit more work to do with the leveling, but for the most part it's pretty ready to start forming the mounds and the shapes of where we're gonna have the different beds and different sections for different types of vegetables, different crops. Pretty big space. Almost done with this part. It's getting kind of late though, so we are wrapping up for the night and we will be back at it tomorrow. Hey gardeners, day 2 of
Said not to show my nipples. You're showing them again.
Hey gardeners! Day 2 of using the Bobcat to get all of the garden in order. Today we're going to mark out all the different sections with flour, and we're going to bring the sod back and put all the raised bed areas. Let's get it! So we are moving dirt into all of the spots where our sections are going to be with the Bobcat. We're watching my mom's dog right now, right, and they've been running around playing in the backyard. They're having a ton of fun. So ready? Okay. So just a little update. We're starting by moving dirt with the Bobcat, and then we'll kind of till it up with our shovels and shape it into the mounds where the different plants are going to be. Woo. So where I have all the sticks is where the individual mounds are going to be for our tomatoes, and then we're going to have a little bit of a walkway here. We're going to put these stone pavements, and then more of the mounds are going to keep going all the way across. Day 3 begins the shitty part. We have to take shovels and break up all of these piles of dirt to form the mounds that we are making for the individual plants. So I'll show a little before of the things we're gonna do, and then I'll just show you the after. Starting with these 3 rows, I'm gonna make 3 different mounds for each row, and that's where there's gonna be different types of zucchini and squash. And we eventually have to do it for each of these. First section's finished. Lots of hard work and sweat. And we've got all these individual mounds. This is gonna be a section where squash is gonna go. And the reason I do the mounds like this is because even on really, really hot, dry days in the summer, the insides of those mounds that are filled with sod that's placed upside down and dirt packed all around it, that still stays wet and cool. So I don't have to worry about my plants struggling for water, because I know that that mound will stay wet through a lot of heat, even if there's a few days where I skip watering or I forget to, or for whatever reason I'm not able to water. I don't have to worry about coming out to dead plants because they sat out here for 2 days in the hot sun without being watered. They're gonna be totally fine. We're good. That's one section down. I have quite a bit more to go, but made some really good progress today. The after shot. Day 4, I am working on transforming these piles of dirt into more squash mounds.
And you're getting attacked by a bee.
It's a wasp.
Oh, even worse.
But there's a lot of these like really
She's
hard
some kind of
pieces,
gardening genius.
and it's really difficult to.
Let us know in the comments below if you think she's a gardening genius.
What are you saying? Don't taint my viewers' opinions with your propaganda. Also, this right here is really good. This is clay. And having chunks of clay in the mounds helps it retain water even on really hot days, because the clay will suck the water up and then the roots will tap into the clay and get the water out.
You guys hear that?
Especially hot days.
The roots will tap that shit all the time.
What are you over there saying? Oh, actually, I want to show too. Come here. This is how good these mounds are at retaining water. So,
Well, I just gotta walk across this barefoot. Hold on. Ow. Ah. Ah, it's like broken glass. Oh. Ah.
today's Friday, and we did these mounds on Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So they've been drying out for 2 days, and the outside is like super, super dry. But if you break into the inside, you still see how much water it's retaining. Like it's been just sitting here drying out, but it's still wet on the inside.
So wet inside.
So like, even if it's like a super, super hot day and like the first 5 inches of this mound dry out, there will still be a whole center that's like nice and wet for these roots. So these plants that are planted in these mounds will never hurt for water. I mean, obviously, eventually they would if I just didn't water them ever and we got no rain, but we're really setting ourselves up for minimal watering by doing these types of mounds. Okay.
Take 5!
That one was really crazy. All right, one more time. Try.
Day 5. Today I'm gonna help my mom finish the squash mound.
A really quick PSA about cutting your grass and spraying weed killer down, because look at how long some of the areas of my grass may be, but also look at how gorgeous it is. There's purple violets everywhere, yellow dandelions. This is food for the bees. The bees need this right now.
Don't poison flowers is what she's trying to say.
We love flowers, and so do the bumblebees.
You can see as the sun is setting a little bit, and we did progress, and we got muddy, but we did wash our hands.
Yeah, we did wash our hands when we finished.
And yeah, we made a lot of mounds,
We did.
and it was a lot of work,
It was.
and Mom did the most work.
That's okay. You helped a lot. You were very helpful.
I know. I also checked on what Dad was making, and I literally don't know what it's called. I'm gonna make Miranda's face.
So do you want to show everybody?
Yeah! Let's go! So, we made these 3 right here. We made That's fine. We'll probably clear this like out for a walkway right here. On day 6, and we made this mound, which had to be farther away because over here was not the same over here. I had to measure a little bit.
So where are the areas we still need
Today.
to fix?
So we still might need to like make this walkway.
Yeah, because we need a walkway that goes straight through all of these mounds, right?
Yeah. Like, so we're gonna have to clear this because you're gonna have to step a little bit on the mound if you don't.
Yeah. And we want a walkway right
That's
here,
clear
like all of
as
this needs to be cleared between these 2 mounds. We need to add that.
And
Where else?
we need to shave the mounds because today could look like this.
Yeah.
Those are perfect. Not perfect because nothing's perfect, but one step away from perfect.
One step away from perfect. I like it.
Time for dinner.
So cute. All right. You say it.
Day 6.
Day 6. We're about to go finish up the squash mounds. All right. We have all of the mounds finished. We have the entire squash and zucchini section finished now. How many mounds do we have going on? Do you know? There's 9 in this section. And then how many in this section? It's 4 by 3, that's 12, right? What's 9 plus 12?
I have no idea.
21.
21. So we've got 21 mounds for squash, and we'll probably put 2 or 3 plants in each mound. So I don't know what that multiplication is, but 61 plants.
63.
63 plants. So that's pretty exciting. It all looks really, really good. And now we'll move on to the tomatoes probably next. The beans or the tomatoes is the next section we'll work on. Hey, say bye to everybody.
Bye, everybody.
So this concludes part 1 of transforming our backyard into our garden. We'll see you on the next video, and happy gardening.